A recent article published from some scientific journal has suggested that hoarding may have evolutionary origins. Now, I took a look at this article and it made me feel very, very guilty. They say behavior of hoarding is represented itself in a whole host of species. So we're thinking here honeybees, crows, rodents, monkeys, and I think at this stage I am a monkey. In our studio, we've got Kate Emerson, who is the author of this beautiful book. It's called Clear Your Clutter, and it's basically a no-nonsense book, literally, of how to clear our clutter. Kate, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Alana. Lovely to be here.
I look at this book and I also look at the research, and immediately I think, you know what, I have to know and comment about the fact that hoarding have evolutionary origins.
And people out there going, oh my goodness, am I a rat? Am I a magpie? What am I?
Am I a monkey?
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what I say is I love research because it always gives us a little indication as to what's going on. And there needs to be more done into hoarding and extreme cases of clutter clearing. But I also need to, when I go into people's homes, it's about the individual as well. You know, and we have cognitive thought and we have consciousness as human beings. We are not necessarily crows or rats.
Now, I look at this and it makes me think of the old scenario of Ruby Wax, you know, that would go into people's homes and literally turn it around to see what you're keeping. And even reading in your book, Clear Your Clutter, I see that the most common place for people to put stuff is under the bed.
Under the bed. That is one of my pet hates, Ilana, because that is your sacred space. You know, whether it's you or you and your partner, you're meant to be there, like sleeping or doing whatever it is you do in your bed. And people just stuff all sorts of weird and wonderful things under there. Don't do it.
Don't do it. But why is it dangerous? Clear your clutter.
Well, dangerous, you know, if we go back to hoarding, I mean, people literally do get buried under their clutter or emotionally. And I mean, really, extreme cases of hoarding are deadly. But people actually, it's about deadening of the spirit. Right. I think that's the option for me. People lose their sense of who they are, their emotions, their connection to the now. So it is deadly. It's killing you.
So you reckon that it's emotional, that it's physical, and that it's body clutter. Yep. It's not just the things that are in your house standing that's in the way.
It's never just the stuff. So the stuff is never about your stuff. It's actually about what's going on inside and your emotional wherewithal or lack of it and what is going on in your world and why are you filling it with stuff? Why are you filling your space? I think as humans, we battle to be quiet. We battle to be still. We battle to have clear spaces around us. We want to fill it all the time because often we have the fear of looking at who we are.
Share some tips of decluttering. I mean, one of the tips that I read in your book earlier, and I do this at home too, you suggested put a cup in a kitchen, and if there's loose change lying around, you just place it in there and it will keep everything together. I do it in my office, in my study. What other tips can you give us that's immediate and kind of quick without even opening the book?
Yeah, so always start small. So go and pick a space that you know that in half an hour you can clap it and do it, and you can get, I've started spring. Tips, yeah, always use containers. I mean, that's one of the most obvious things that organisers use, because the moment you've got something and it can't explode out of it, you don't morph into the rest of your world. So little containers, little wicker baskets. In your medicine cabinet, one of my favourite things is put all of your homeopathic stuff together, put all of your digestive muesli together, put all of your plasters and first aid together. So just categorise it in your head so that you don't have to think about where it is. For me, it's about time, and how much time does it take you to go and look for anything that you own. It shouldn't take more than 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. It shouldn't take you more than 30 seconds to find anything in your house, and there you heard it. Kate Emerson giving us some advice and details on clearing your clutter. Now, you could do this too. If you want to win one of 5 copies on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning, all you need to do is to SMS the word book to 33728. Also, don't forget to include your name as well as the city that you're from. So the keyword book to 33728. I've read amazing stuff. She's given us some advice as well as to what to do with computers and all kinds of waste. But thanks for joining us, Kate.
Pleasure, Lana. Thank you.
Okay, well, we can't wait to clear our clutter, and it definitely doesn't happen at the end of September. It happens now. Well, the other thing that's happening now is we're getting down with Kat, and it's all about the music. Kat, can you do the moves?